Hello everyone, this is Ashish. Welcome back to Talk 4712. Today we are having a very interesting topic of discussion. We are going to focus on some general things that you have to follow if you are appearing for competitive examinations. That means that you have a target that I want to crack this XYZ examination and I want to start my preparation. What are the things I should be knowing? See, a few weeks ago, I had a call from a girl who is preparing for civil services examination. It was a telephonic consultancy call, and she knew very well that I've never appeared for civil services examination and I've never prepared for that. But she said that, see, tell me some general things because I've been preparing for 2 years and I've not seen any improvement. So tell me what are the things that someone can work in general. And over there only I thought about 3 things that that is going to work for your competitive examination preparation. If you follow it properly, then you are going to crack it. If you don't, then you are not going to crack it. It works for every examination. I'm not prepared for civil services examination, but I have appeared and prepared for all the other competitive examination in technical field when it comes to engineering examinations like engineering services examination, GATE, ISRO, BARC, all of those PSU examinations. And I've been over there for more than 3 years. So once you have prepared for an examination for so long and you have seen so many people doing that and preparing, you start to understand and you start to see a pattern like this works and this does not. And that is why I'm going to summarize it very quickly so that you don't waste your time and I don't waste my time either, because right now after this only I have to do a podcast with Gaurav Joshi and I got somewhere around 10 minutes to discuss things with you. And that podcast probably you have already seen or you are going to see in future, because that is definitely going to come in Momentum podcast. Okay, let us start. What are the 3 things that you should be definitely doing well if you want to crack a particular competitive examination? Number 1 is syllabus completion, studying, preparing the topics that you want to study. I'm not going to waste a lot of time over there because most of the people are guiding in this domain only. What you have to study, what you don't have to study, how much you have to study, all those things. And this is more important, this is less important, more weightage over here, that you are going to understand once you analyze the examination properly. And very simple way of analyzing an examination is going through previous year questions. And that is again something common for every examination. Just go through the questions that has appeared in the same examination prior to this year and go through them. You are going to understand a pattern. You're going to understand what is more important, what is less important, where I need to pay more attention. And that is what is a short summary of the first part. All right. So this everybody knows. Second one, everybody knows, but everybody does not realize how important it is. Everybody understands because I see this question most often. What is it? Consistency. Important for every competitive examination, regardless of which field you are appearing, what examination you are appearing in. If you don't have this, I can say this with a guarantee that you are not going to crack this examination. What do I mean by consistency? I mean, like, even if you're studying only 4 hours, study that much every day. I want, like, you are studying continuously for this fixed period of time, that you're investing your time. That is called consistency. Consistently putting the same amount of time every day towards your study. Some of you might be studying for 14 hours today and then you are so tired and you think that I'm very proud of myself that I studied that much, and tomorrow you completely waste throughout the day. Or 1 week you have studied very well and next week you have not studied at all. This is what we call yo-yo effect, and this is not something which is derived from competitive examination. This is a general study and this is seen in every field. For example, we have all seen those people that goes to gym one day and next day so tired they don't go to gym at all, or they work out very well and eat very clean for 1 month and then 1 month they have completely stopped it. 1 week they have done their workout properly, then next week they have not, and then again after 2 weeks they come back over there in the gym to work out and they start eating very clean. Yo-yo effect basically says is that it does more harm than it does good. That means that you would have been better off if you did not even started to work out. Like, one day I'm working out, next day I'm not, then third day I'm eating garbage, and fourth day I'm back in gym. Like that, if you would have not done that, you would have been actually healthier, that you never actually got into the gym, right? In a similar manner, a lot of you guys might have seen that so many people invest a lot of time in their competitive examination preparation, but at the end they don't even qualify that examination. What does that mean? That they have not prepared sufficiently. And the reason for that is that They study a little bit, then they forget about that, and then they study some more, and then ultimately there is no continuity. So how it works is that you are putting one brick over the other. So you have to consistently do that, right? It is not possible that one day you are going to put the brick, and then the second day you come back, you do not do anything. Third day the brick is not there, and then you put another brick over there. Understood? So you have to keep on building it. It is a gradual approach. It is not like the mentality. I understand where it comes from. It comes from most of the examinations that you've appeared for example, your semester examinations in your college. It is an impulsive kind of load that you put overnight, that okay, I want to pass this examination, or I want to get 9 points in this examination, so I'm going to study very hard, get all my notes, and I'm only going to focus on this tiny syllabus of this particular subject. But when it comes to competitive examination, here's another thing that is very common to all competitive examination. The syllabus is vast. It is vast, more vast than any of the syllabus that you have ever studied for any of your semester examination. So over here, the strategy also has to differ, and the strategy is actually opposite. In semester examination, one night before the examination, you are studying a lot. In competitive examination, one night before the examination, you don't have to study at all. Just take rest and go over that, because whatever you have studied, it is long duration. Like what you have studied 1 year back also, you should be able to execute on the day of the examination. And anything that you have ever studied for a semester examination, you will not remember. Forget about 1 year. You won't even remember properly after 1 week or so. Understood? So the consistency is important. All of you know why it is important. This is the reason. How to be consistent, I've already talked about it. You need to write things down. Prepare your daily routines. Prepare not routine, like not like, okay, 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock I'm going to do this, 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock I'm going to do this. You're going to go paranoid because of that, because nobody can actually follow that. Have a to-do list, that these are the tasks that I'm going to do today. These are the tasks that I'm going to do tomorrow, based on the amount of time that I'm going to have tomorrow and the amount of work that I need to do. According to that, I'm going to create the to-do list, because none of the 2 different days are exactly the same. That is the beauty of life. Okay. Now, that to-do list is very important, but how are you going to realize what are the things that are absolute must to be done right now? Well, that is something that you realize from your weekly routines. What is going to be in your weekly routine, that is something that you realize from your monthly routine or your long-term plan. Understood? So these are the things that I've already discussed. The planning, the art of planning, one video I made over there. Consistency, I've made 2 different videos. So you should understand this is how you are going to stay consistent. So it is important for you to understand the science very fast, how to be consistent, and why consistency is very, very necessary. If you are not consistent and you think that you cannot be consistent, you cannot find a way out, I would say you are better off not appearing in a particular competitive examination, because there are people who will be consistent. Understood? So it is a continuous process, and over here continuity and consistency is very, very important. Okay. The third thing most of you guys would not even pay attention towards, and that is what you really need to pay attention towards. See, like I said, competitive examination is not a sprint. It is a marathon. You have to perform for a long duration of time, and that is why it becomes very difficult, and that is why a lot of people don't want to appear in this. So in a long duration, let us say 1 year, let us say 6 months, 1 year, or even 2 years, for bigger examination, the duration becomes bigger and bigger. What do you need to pay attention at most is your recreation and refreshment. So you cannot lock yourself inside your room for 2 years straight. You are going to go crazy. All right. And then you are going to harm yourself. And because of that, your efficiency will drop. That is another thing which is very important. If you're going to study as efficiently as possible, because otherwise you are putting in more time and getting out less work. That is something that we don't want. Understood? So it is very important for yourself to give yourself little bit refreshment every now and then. For example, after 2 to 3 weeks of studying very hard, you need to get out and blow some steam. Let us say 3 hours, 4 hours, I'm going to go hang out with my friends. Understood? That is important, and that 3 hours that you're investing having recreation is actually an investment to your preparation. Otherwise, you are going to go psychotic. This is something that happens. I've done this mistake, and that is why I made a video on cheat days, because it is also very, very necessary for you to have. Otherwise, your efficiency drops. Understood. So I've talked about Pomodoro technique because brain works in a particular manner that it can concentrate on a particular thing for 20 minutes or so. More than that, it starts to drop its efficiency, and to bump it up, we use Pomodoro technique. And similar thing happens after a week or so. You're continuously studying, then you reach a saturation stage, and I'm sure that people who are serious have already faced it. Understood. So you have to bring some recreation also. Don't do it like this, that I'm going out for an outing for 7 days. People who are preparing for competitive examination can't afford the vacations. It is not possible. I've gone through it for 6 years, no vacation at all, stayed away from it. But to maintain the sanity of my brain, I have to every now and then get out and have some time where I'm not going to think about studies at all. That is, think of it like a cleanup in your system. So these are the 3 things that are absolute must. I would say that write it down on a piece of paper and stick it over here. For the 1 year or 2 year long preparation journey that you're having, these things will be the most important one. This is what I'm saying by experience. And obviously I prepared for a lot of competitive examination, but at the same time, for the last 2 to 3 years, I've been guiding a lot of people as well. A lot of people watch my channel. I know that even NEET people watch my channel, law people watch my channel, civil services people watch my channel. There are a lot of different domains, and listening to them and talking to them have given me this idea that this is the holistic approach that works for every competitive examination. So keep these things in your mind. If you have any other questions, put it down in the comment section. If you have suggestion for a new video, that too also goes in the comment section. Hit like if you support the channel, and subscribe if you're new over here, because we talk about a lot of guidance and tips and tricks about competitive examination. We have a lot of guests over here on our Momentum podcast as well. And those people also share their experiences. For example, a lot of people who have been teaching in this domain, a lot of people who have cracked other examinations, they come over here and share their experiences. So you would find it very, very helpful. That's about it, guys. If you want to improve your spoken English, I would suggest that go to my second YouTube channel. There I make a lot of videos on how to improve your conversation skills, communication skills. You are going to be helped with that. That's about it, guys. I'll see all of you in the next one. Till then, bye.